What is up, guys? We're back again with another video today, and it's gonna be a little bit different from the videos that I usually cover. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to let me know in the comments. I don't really cover drama a lot. I usually stay away from this. I mostly post like gameplay and guides, stuff like that. But this one's gonna be a little bit more on the drama side. If you guys like this kind of stuff, comment, subscribe, let me know. I mean, if you guys like this, I will. I can try and go more towards this type of content. But I mean, we'll see how this video does, right? The reason why I'm even going out of my way to make this video in the first place is because this is something that can affect all gacha games as a whole, and I feel like as a content creator, I should give my input as well, because I mean, this is it's gonna be pretty crazy. So yeah, if you guys like this type of video, again, feel free to like, subscribe, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know if there's anything I missed in the comments, and let me know especially what you guys think about this situation in the comment section, because I do think it's pretty out of control. So yeah, let's get right into it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to be talking about Castorice. Castorice, I think that's her name. It's the cool dragon character that HSR is going to be dropping, I think, pretty soon here. HSR did their 3.2 live stream, and even as somebody that doesn't play or really go out of my way for HSR content, this is something that is extremely important. So this has nothing to do with the characters like voice acting, the character's design, or the way the character's visuals look. Honestly, I think they did a phenomenal job with that character's design. I think she looks amazing. I absolutely love the dragon. I love the audio effects on the dragon. It is peak, honestly. The audio effects and everything on the dragon, it's peak. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. I mean, I'm sure you'll see. So as you guys can see, I really do like that. And if somebody doesn't play or watch HSR, I went out of my way to look at that just because of how cool that character looked, right? She looked clean. The dragon looked clean, and it sounded amazing. The problem is what HSR decided to add with that character. So as you guys know, HSR is made by Hoyo, and there's Genshin, ZZZ. They have a massive foothold in the gacha space, right? I mean, some would say they're the biggest creators in the gacha space, no doubt. They've made a big impact on the gacha space. A lot of stuff that comes from their games that they limit test or they add first is what other gacha games like to copy or take inspiration. Call it what you want. Gacha games, they're going to be copying from each other, and Hoyoverse is one of the biggest gacha games. They have three of like the biggest gacha games out there. HSR and Genshin are like two of the biggest ones, and even ZZZ has only been getting better. The problem is, with that much power comes responsibility, and as a company and a business, they're going to be doing whatever they can to make money, right? And you cannot fault them for that. It's a business at the end of the day. They need to make money. The problem is they are making an absurd amount of money, and a lot of that money doesn't really, let's be real, based off some of the stuff that they show, they're not putting half of that back into the video game. I mean, they're making this absurd amount of money of their video games, and let's be real, half of it isn't going back. The problem is, when do we draw the line to say, you know what, this is too greedy, this is too much, this doesn't make any sense, right? And the problem is, Hoyo will keep doing this. They'll keep testing. They'll keep dipping their foot in the water. Keep trying to see how far they can push us before people start retaliating with their wallet and saying, you know what? No, I think this is a bad idea. I cannot play this game anymore. I don't want to support this company anymore. And I feel like that is what people are going to need to do about this Castorice situation. So if you guys don't know, she's going to be dropping with a global passive. What does that mean? It means whether she is on your team or just off your team, just sitting on your roster, just like any other character is. As you guys know, you can only have a certain amount of characters in the team. Whether she's on or off your team, she will have a buff that will affect your entire account. It will affect you. And at all times when you're playing this game, this buff will be in effect. Now, this buff, personally, I don't think this buff is the craziest, right? Because all she does is she revive one character. Don't get me wrong. A buff is a buff. Anybody without that character is going to be suffering because they don't have that, which is why I think this is terrible. It is a horrible idea, right? So I don't think this should be a thing. And you guys are probably saying the same thing. Oh, it's not that good. It's not that crazy. It's just a simple revive. And guys, I get it. This one may just be a simple revive, right? But the question is, what can they do from here going forward if we let them get away with this? Do you guys think they're going to stop there? And let's be real, guys, the answer is no. No, they will not stop right there, because they're going to just keep pressing forward. They're going to keep trying to do just this little change here or this little change there. You know what I mean? They're gonna try and just give this little buff to this character. Oh, this one will give you an extra 15% defense negation or 10% attack to your characters. These are like absurd. These are the ones that I feel like would be a stretch, but I feel like with time, these things will happen, right? If we let them get away with it, these things will keep happening, and they will keep testing the water, and they will keep pressing it more, trying to see how much they can get away with. I think it is terrible to let them get away with this. I feel like we need to, even as a community, I mean, I don't personally play HSR, right? So this doesn't really affect me as a whole, but this can affect the entire gacha space because a lot of companies like to look at what Hoyo does and they will take certain things from there, even trying to make them better, right? And I feel like if Hoyo gets away with this, it's going to be extremely bad for the gacha community as a whole. Now, I didn't watch the entire live stream, but I did tune into the specific part, and I know they like, guys, come on, like, it is a pathetic excuse that they came up with. They like tried to they're like saying that she's connected to death and then this revive has something to do with that, but like, guys, let's be real here. I'm sure, I don't really, but again, I don't play HSR, but I'm sure there's plenty of characters that have other stuff like that in HSR that didn't get some absurd buff like this. I'm sure there's plenty of characters that have their own little niches but didn't get some ridiculous global passive buff that buffs everything, right? I do feel like this is it's stupid. It is a garbage cope that they're just dropping, and they're just trying to like cover up their little they're just trying to skim over, right? They're just trying to cover it up a little bit as best as possible. Oh guys, she's connected to death, so she's allowed to just revive one character. And guys, again, I think we need to put our foot down in this situation. This cannot, I mean, they put their foot forward. They put their foot down. They're dropping this regardless of what everybody said. And this has been going on for a while. I'm sure multiple people have talked about this. They've already put their foot down. They already said this is dropping in the game. Now, I know they dropped a bunch of other stuff. Some look good, some look bad. But yes, they already said they're going to be dropping this regardless of what we think. Now, the question is, what are we, or I guess honestly, what are HSR players gonna do about it? Will you guys speak with your wallet and like stop wailing, stop buying characters, stop spending money on the Hoyo, honestly, even the other Hoyo games, right? This is specific to HSR, but I mean, it's Hoyo as a whole, right? Are you guys going to speak with your wallet and tell them, you know what, this is too much. You guys are going too far. This cannot happen. Or even quit the game. Like, I know people are going to be quitting the game, and honestly, I think this is the best thing you can do. But honestly, HSR is a game that you've been playing for a while. You can also just go free to play. This is another option as well, right? If you stay free to play and they're not making money, they will have to. They're a company. They need to make money for the game to survive. They have to backtrack. But if people just stick, and if you're just stupid and you stick and you let them get away with this, they're going to try and they're going to push it to the limit to try and make more money. Without a doubt, they're going to be doing more. The next character is going to have something greater than this. And then this will honestly ruin HSR. And honestly, this will ruin almost every gacha game as a whole that takes inspiration from Hoyo games like HSR. Because if one game can get away with it, then other games are going to try the exact same thing and get away with it as well. So yes, they've already made their move. It is now in the hands of the player, the consumer, to decide what they're going to do now. The cards are in our hands. What are we going to do? Are you going to quit? Are you going to go free to play? Are you going to stop spending money? Or are you going to just keep spending money and just keep feeding into their bank accounts so they, you know what? Oh, we dropped this? It's good. They like this. They're still spending money. Okay, let's keep going then. And I'm going to leave the video off with that. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is a different type of video from what I usually make. I did a little bit of yapping in here, maybe a little bit too much yapping, but I felt like I really wanted to get my point across here. And again, honestly, I hope a lot of people either quit HSR or go for the play. Because, I mean, if this goes through and it gets a positive reaction, it's going to be bad for everybody. But yeah, if you guys like this type of video, like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, guys. Peace out, peace out, peace out.